Building connections is probably the biggest thing that I have ever learned in my life, specifically hitting home today. Recently, as you guys know, I am in charge of a club, and I created it literally from scratch back in July. And the last 6 months, well, actually, August, September, October, November, and a little bit of December, I've held weekly lifts twice a week. And I've built over 45 members on my roster, over 250 Instagram followers for the lifting page. And I have an executive board and somebody who's going to come after me once I graduate. And now I have on the docket t-shirts and like 50/50s for fundraising. I would not have been able to do that without building connections. Hear me out. The only reason why I've been able to make t-shirts is because I've been in contact with one of the people that are involved with student organizations, the top person, who connected me to the media director who worked in advancements, who then now works in media, who connected me with their media designer. All of them, both of them, have been more than open to helping me with this club. And they connected me with people who I could help, that they could help me make t-shirts. And then a friend of mine, who is more of like an acquaintance, asked me, oh, I saw your club was like requesting funds. Like, what are you requesting? And I said, for t-shirts and like rubber bands for like resistance. And they were like, well, if you go to the school's apparel shop, they might be able to quote you cheaper. And then I was talking with my friend. She is not from here and she's from another country. And I'm like, yo, whenever I go to your country, I would love to. Where should I go? And she said the capital, a really popular city. And I was like, where's a place that I can go that would be very rural, that I could get your culture? And she was like, here. And I'm like, say less. Connections are not about transactions. They are genuinely, truly not. You have to be your genuine, authentic self to be able to build those connections and build that trust, to then be able to help and have them make those connections for you. Because you present yourself as your authentic self. People will take you and people will leave you. Good for them. But the thing that you have to remember is that you have to step out of your way to ask for help. You have to build connections and ask questions all for yourself. Like, this is crazy to think about how much I've changed as a person from a year ago. If I would not have taken the steps to be more outgoing, to be more confident within myself, I would not have started this club. And I would not have been able to build this little business within my college for myself. And it just hit me like a train, like, Emma, all this suffering, all this like hardship is not for nothing. You don't even remember where you were a year ago. Honey, look back. And it just perplexes me how far I've come and how I've been able to handle academics, get my ish together, and do it. I'm not saying this to brag at all. I'm not saying that I am better than you. No, I'm literally saying I am you. And that if I, an ordinary 20-year-old-ish girl, woman, female, can do this, nothing in this world says that you can't. As long as it's intrinsic. As long as you want it bad enough, you got it. You literally have it. And you just have to do it when it's hard, when it's easy, when you feel like you're on top of the world, when you are on the bottom of rock bottom. You have to do it. And you have to learn to know when to say no. Because I'm also an accountant for another club. And I said no to hosting events because I don't have the bandwidth to do that. I barely have the bandwidth to do all my school, all my swim, all my club, and maintain it. And so I said no, even though it is truly a part of me and who I am as a person. I just can't, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I want to leave you with this. Build those connections, but you first need to build the connection within yourself. Rewiring, re-understanding, re-involving yourself as a person. Because you cannot get to point A to point C right away. You have to go through A through G first, and A to B first. So don't put the horse in front of the wagon when the wagon isn't even there. Because you need to set your foundation up for yourself to then be able to give yourself the skills and the tools to manage what you have now. Because I believe in you. If I can do it, you no doubtedly can do it too. Food for thought.